Welcome everybody back to another episode of All the Mods 10. And today we have a new goal, which is to hopefully get things ready to set up a mob farm. There was quite a few things that I did in between the two episodes, as you may have noticed, and I'll go over them real quick. So, chest system, haven't really touched that. What I did do is make an oak drawer, just because I did have a lot of deep slate cobblestone. The reason why I have so much is because I don't know if you remember when we did go to the village, there was one of the houses had some computer craft. Okay. Oh, I love that. Actually smacked him. Who cares if he hits us? Yeah, so we found 2 turtles in there. I don't know if you guys remember, we did get some diamonds from mining down here and finding a few. And so with those diamonds, I invested in 2 turtles, and then I put them to mine over here, which was pretty nice because I was able to find some more diamonds, which I made 2 more turtles. So I had a total of 4 turtles mining, and I set them up to go mine. So this was the first little hole that was mined out right here. And then after I did that, I set them up again and again. So I ran them a total of 3 times, and they were mining a total of 128 blocks in that direction. Due to this, we were able to get quite a lot of ores and find a lot of diamonds. No, these 7 diamonds are not what I consider a lot of diamonds. But you can see all this deep slate cobblestone. We're gonna take it back up there so we could use it, or have it just in case we need to use it. And as you can see, I have 4 turtles in my inventory. Let's see, can I use this? Perfect. Now we just have to wait for the 30-minute timer, which kind of sucks, but oh well. But yeah, during that time frame of running those turtles, I managed to collect a little over a stack of diamonds. Of course, I don't know if you can see, I did make some tools. What I do plan on doing this episode is gearing up a little bit. So, with you guys in attendance, we are gonna enchant some diamond gear since we have the levels available. Let's grab some more lapis just in case. Sleep through this night right quick. Oh, first, let's do this real quick. And, okay, it's full. The rest could go in here. Now we can rest. And then what we will do is enchant the diamond gear, just because we are pretty weak, and maybe start getting into some Apotheosis, because that was also one of the other goals, besides trying to set up the mob farm. So, we do have one that we can do, and hopefully get to the other. So, I am still trying to get better at this, but this was the little path that I came up with to lead to our animals. Kind of noisy right there, but if we come to the left following the rocky stone, we have our enchantment table. All the candles that we found inside that little dungeon looking area I put down to increase the arcana. So our enchantment table is producing level 30 enchants with a little bit of quanta and a good amount of arcana, which is why we got some pretty good enchantments. Which this is a little flipped, because this was the pickaxe that I got, or that I've had, and when I enchanted it, this was the first set of enchants that I got on it, which is really good. However, if you look at this one, these enchantments are also really good. This was the second pickaxe I enchanted. The reason why it's a little flipped is because I don't know if you noticed the little affixes, but this one gives us +1 to any fortune enchant, which would be awesome for this, because we only have fortune 2, this would make it fortune 3. However, the tomes of scraping that we get from Apotheosis would destroy the pickaxe when we remove the enchants. So, I am currently just gonna have to run with this mix until we get to that level where we could do that, or later down the line when we have the mob farm and we're more willing to invest into enchanting, we'll mess with that. But yeah, for now, let's get going with this. We're just gonna take whatever enchant gives us at first, and then take a nice little look at it, and then switch it out. Where here we got mana boost, which is pretty solid if I'm being honest, but since we're not really into magic stuff just right now, I'm thinking I might keep this one. I don't know, just because it has projectile protection. It would be pretty cool, but for these guys, yeah, we'll disenchant them and give it one more go across the board. Just because we are getting close to running low on XP. Protection, perfect. We got some type of protection and protection. Okay. And that's a pretty solid set of armor, if you ask me. So now we finally upgraded our gear to diamond. We have enchanted swords. Would be cool if we had sharpness or smite, but I'm pretty sure sanctified's something like smite, where you do more damage to undead mobs. Not too sure how that works. That's what I'm currently thinking. But yeah, that's pretty cool. XP level is kind of low, so I'm not too sure what will happen when we start destroying stuff. But yeah, in this chest I did organize it so that has all the items that will break down into some sort of material for Apotheosis. So all of them have some type of rarity, and we're gonna just break them all down just because none of them are really that good at all. So this is the best choice of option. So to break things down, you do need a salvaging table where you could just throw this in there and break it down. I'm not sure if it's with this, but yeah, you could put diamond horse armor in here, and I'm pretty sure it might also work with netherite stuff. If you put it in the salvager, you could just click salvage and you could get some materials back, which, if I'm being honest, getting diamonds back and netherite is pretty solid if you ask me. Yeah, let's just spam that in there. Boom, just like that. Get some things back, throw the rest in, break it down, and as you can see, we got some of these things that will allow us to change our armor. So let's throw that in there. Let's check one more time just to see if we have anything here. We have some gem dust, but I don't think that's enough. So let's take a quick look over here. To get to the new one, we need a common helmet and leggings. So we'll take these two off real quick, and right here at the reforge table we throw it in, and then depending on our XP level we can choose it. So this gives us better mining speed, more armor, and a little bit of toughness, which honestly is not too bad. So we'll take it. And then for the leggings, let's see, if we look at this, movement speed and increase in armor, which isn't too bad. This one's speed, this one gives us health. I'm gonna take this. Sometimes the lower level enchants can give you some better stats. The only thing when you're taking lower level reforges when you're using materials is, or depending on what rarity, is the amount of sockets that you could get. Because I know later when you are using Godforged pearls, the first one might have the best stats overall, but might not be giving you the most amount of sockets. So that's a little something to watch out for. But if we throw this on, just like that, we unlock Frontier, which we can activate, which increases the difficulty. And if we take a look over here, we will be getting more XP. Our luck increases, so our drops will increase. If you take a look over here at the rarities, we now have a small percentage chance to get epic. So let's take a quick look over here. As you can see, epic is 0. Getting flawed gems from enemies is only 4%, where the majority is located here at cracked and chipped. And if you look over here, also common and uncommon. So switching back over here, take a quick look again. This is what we get. The monsters get more armor. If we take a quick look over here, now we have a higher chance of getting more uncommon, which is good because that'll allow us to upgrade our gear to that tier, which will allow us to get into the next level. But now we have a chance of getting epic, and the cracked gems go down to 23%, and the rest is allocated elsewhere. So let's go ahead and activate that. Next is to equip some uncommon leggings and helmet, which is pretty interesting. Is the same thing. So if we take these off real quick, we can do the same thing with the fabric and take a quick look. And this time, if we want to do it, we need a sigil of rebirth. So if we come over here, click right there and put sigil. Okay, sigil of rebirth is this one. To make this, we do need deep slate, which means we would need to cook some up. And since it's asking for gem dust to craft it, we might have enough. But first, there was something that I wanted to do since I've been using these furnaces. Well, the cool thing is that we can actually upgrade these guys. So we can go to an iron furnace. I don't know if I have enough gold. Yes, I do. Nice. Then we could go gold furnace. Ah, we need one of these. Still shouldn't be an issue. If I go furnace again. Boom. Gold furnace. And then diamond. And then to emerald. Is there... We do not have blaze rods, so we cannot go to obsidian just yet, but we can do this. Toss that in there. Grab a stack. Pop it in. And just like that, we have faster smelting, which is pretty cool. We can augment this if we take a look over here at iron furnaces. Yep. So these augments will change how it works, which we will want to get the factory augment in here at some point, just because that will allow us to have multiple things cooking at the same time. And then we'd also want to put speed. And then, yeah, I think we only need those two. Yeah, because we don't need the generator, because there is generators that we can make. But yeah, once we get those two, it would be super useful. But in the meantime, let's get this set up. Boom. We'll make one for now because we do use quite a bit of our gem dust, and we don't want to be using all our gems just yet. But if we do this and we look over it, we got armor and mining speed. Here we get luck. Here we get armor and oxygen. Oh well, we'll probably go with this one. Yeah, we'll rock with this. And then now we'll put the leggings. This was given armor and speed, so I want to keep similar stats if possible. So this one gives us armor. Well, technically it does give us speed whenever we're attacked, which isn't bad. Same with this one. And then here we don't get that. So both of these are very similar. I'm trying to figure out what's the difference. I don't know. I'm going with this one just because it's gonna use less resources. So we'll grab this. And just like that, if we come over here, we'll be able to go into the next tier again, which shouldn't be too bad. The armor does double, so now they have 8 armor, and now they have armor pierce. So getting some reforged armor is going to be crucial because it is going to give you that extra armor and toughness that you're going to need, because if not, these mobs are going to hurt quite a bit. So yeah, we might have to do a little reforging with our gear right now. If not, we're going to suffer just a little bit. But as you can see, our XP increases, the luck chance increases, and then if you look at the items that could be dropped, now we have a higher percentage chance in epic gear and rare gear as well, which is awesome. Because if I'm gonna be getting to reforge my gear, I'd rather be reforging rare, because that's gonna be the next tier. And then look at our gems. Now there's a chance of getting flawless, normal increases, and flawed increases as well. So the reason why this is important is because the better the tier the gem, the higher the stat it can give. So at this level, it is not too crazy, but it is very useful. So we're gonna rock it at Ascent. I know we're going over this and it's taking quite a little bit of time, but it is definitely worth it. Okay, did I toss the other stuff in here? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be enough for anything, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think if I toss that in, nope. Yeah, we need at least 2 of those, unfortunately, but if we put our sword in, we can get it. Nice increase in attack speed, and we'll get cold damage. Not to mention, the mobs do get weakness whenever we hit them, which is super good. So that's what we're gonna rock with, and that's the tier of our gear right now. So our chest plate, so they spawned over there. We'll go check that out real quick. But yeah, the tier of our gear, no, over there. What's that? Yeah, because you can see the outline of the Apotheosis boss. So we'll go visit him real quick, give him a good old 1-2 combo. Hopefully that isn't too big of an issue. So yeah, so we got a little bit of Apotheosis done and out of the way. And if we go back to the little menu, if you want to see how you can progress to the next tier, we're going to need to put rare items on and kill the Wither, which is pretty cool. Not to mention the gems that are dropping, all that. It's really nice. The reason why I kind of want to cover Apotheosis is just because I really enjoy it. And as I said earlier, okay, we just saw that dropped on the first mob we killed. I'll take it. But yeah, the reason why I want to focus on Apotheosis is because of the reforge that could give us creative flight. And I'm pretty sure you need to be using Godforged pearls or be at that tier. Yeah, because right now we already, when we put this chest plate on, in theory, we get Elytra Flight, which is really damn awesome. Okay, don't want him to hit us. Okay, I thought he was gonna do more damage, but the fact that he just runs super fast is not good. Let's run away real quick. Yeah, we're gonna do a little cheat method. Just build up real quick and smack around just because he is a little fast. Moan. Catch aggro. There he is. There we go. Call it cheesy or whatever, but honestly, I'll do anything for some free gear. And this guy, sometimes, once we start getting up there, does quite a lot of damage. And just like that, we got 2 gems, some emeralds, and nice. Got another piece of gear that we could break down. And then look at this chest plate. So, projectile damage decreases, We get instant health, so we get to heal up faster. Damage taken is reduced again. You see, that's where that armor pierce from the enemies is lessened, which is nice. Ignores their abilities, so basically built-in unbreaking. Increase in armor by 2.5. Toughness, same. Look at that. Healing received, so not only does it already heal us, but it increases just because of that affix. And then we get electro flight, so if we do fall from a high place, we can just double jump and boom, we're flying. So since we do still have a wee bit of XP available, we'll enchant this real quick and then we'll head over to the nether. Okay, let's see, sometimes I ain't the smartest, but I'm kind of in a rush. Let's see, just because we have been taking quite a bit of time doing all these other things. Okay, let's get up here and let's see what we get. I'm kind of surprised the other eye didn't come back to my inventory. Ah, I don't have the magnet on. Where is it? Am I blind? I am blind. Never mind. Okay, there's just a delay. Never mind. Okay. Sanctified. Kinda OP, I won't lie. And look at our attack speed. Okay, never mind. I thought that would be a little more cool. It's a little faster. Toss that in. Projectile protection. What do we have on this one? Fire. What else do we get? Thorns. Yeah, why not? Just because we are going to go to the nether. We are going to deal with blazes, which are considered fire and projectile protection, I believe. I don't know. I'll take this. This one is an Apotheosis gear. We'll throw it up here. Gems stored there. Everything else. And let's grab some obsidian. I went and collected quite a bit using these pickaxes since it does mine faster. And then flint. Do I really not have flint? Do I have gravel? I do. Just perfect, because then I could just do this. Fortune. I swear this used to be a thing. I know. Okay, I also have it on my shovel. What? Are you serious? Okay, let's see if we can find some gravel down here. I thought it was going to be way easier to get to the nether, but apparently I'm having a hard time. There we go. Problem solved. And since we're down here, might as well just do this. Okay, perfect. Found some coal. I was gonna mine it, but I could hold off on that for a little bit. And let's go. Boom. Boom. And boom. Let's see, do we really need anything? Not really. But I'll take some stone just to surround the portal. Turn that into this real quick. Nah, we'll leave it at that. Cool. Now let's see what we get in the end. And just like that, got a guest that just started messing with us right away. Turned off the portal instantly. Not cool. So let's set that back up and let's put a waypoint down. Control backspace and then portal. Just like that. Got our waypoint here. Amazing spawn. I did not realize we had another castle immediately. This is a really good damn spawn. Got some piggies. Okay. Nice to meet you. Sanctified. If you get that on your sword instead of sharpness and looting, might as well keep it if it's this damn strong. One smack to most of these guys have been doing some pretty good damage. Ah, seems like it's not that good for anything that's not dead. Still very solid. Blister bolt. Ah. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. Kinda don't want gas to mess with us again, so put a little bit of this stuff down. Help protect it. And there we go. Yes. Good old blazes. And another one of these guys. Okay. Well, this is not going as planned. This guy's is shooting faster than usual, or is that just me? Okay, dude. Would be pretty cool if you just leave me alone. What the hell? Okay, cool. Sweet. So, I've officially made it onto the tower, or the castle. But, seems like with that gas around, it's gonna be a pain. Come on, I just need a blaze spawner. And then I'm probably gonna have to go look for a little warped forest, the crimson forest, whichever one spawns the enderman. Cause yeah, I could use the pearls. Well, I need it for the mob spawner. So, I know the plan was to get to that point, but honestly, gearing up in Apotheosis gear and showing how we could level it up is also a pretty good way to end the episode. So this was gonna be a rather short one, but no, for sure I'm gonna go find this forest. I'm gonna track down a spawner. I'll collect some materials, and for sure in the next episode we will be setting up that mob spawner. So with that, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and leave a comment letting me know what you guys have been thinking about the series so far. If you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe. It'll help us out quite a bit. And yeah, until next time, peace.